Ever since I was a kid, my dad taught me that time, attention, and care is how quality is crafted. Thanks, Dad.
For the generations who have counted on us, and for the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
CL Van Deventer Insurance in Sturgis and Battle Creek is your independent auto owners insurance agency.
Things are progressing about the way that we thought they'd be. Braxton doing a pretty good job with our quarterback spot right now. I thought in our scrimmage he did a nice job of not doing too much, and he just managed the scrimmage, and that's what we need him to do this year, is just manage the game and not try to do too much. And we talk a lot about having more positive plays than negative plays. We had a lot of negative plays last year, so as far as that goes, and I'm pretty happy. I think we can run the football. I think our offensive line did a pretty good job in the scrimmage, playing on the other team's side of the ball. And I thought our defensive line did the same thing. I was impressed with the way our defensive line and offensive lines played. So at this point in the season, I think that's the thing that I'm most satisfied with. And we just need to develop some other areas right now. I think it's just drill work. We've kind of added that into our drills, and being able to scoop up a fumble, and we wanted kids to do it, but we never practice it. And now we're practicing those things and just putting kids in more situational circumstances on defense, so that way they know, okay, it's 3rd and 2 or whatever it might be, and I'm going to fall on the ball. If it's 3rd and 15, I'm going to try to scoop it up. I see a loose ball. So just little things like that. It's nothing major, but just little things. Right now, I think our 2 defensive ends, Noah Slaughter and Mikey Feaster, have done a nice job. They're just kids that you can trust on the field, and I've been pleased with what they're doing. There's still some little technical things they need to work on, but they're working hard, and their body was in the right spot, and they're smart kids. So I think those would be the 2, and they're also on our offensive line, and they're doing a nice job blocking. So I think those would be the 2 that kind of stand out as maybe kids you wouldn't think about because they're not carrying the ball, and I mean, they're not going to be scoring touchdowns, but they're an important part of our football team. I'm pretty much settled in right now. I think the biggest thing is I worked so much with Coach Swartz and setting our defense, and now I'll set our defense and I'm thinking, all right, he's not there. But I have other assistants that have stepped up and filled in. Skylar Ford, our JV defensive coordinator, and we're working together well as a staff right now. I know they have Los Kid and Curtis, the running back. I think they lost some good-sized linemen that they had up front, as well as AJ Green, their fullback, middle linebacker, is a good player. And I think White Pigeon's going to have a good group too with Rumler. So I think it'll be a competitive conference for us. For me right now, it's week 1 against Bridgman. Just getting to that football game and playing that game. The kids are ready for it. It's, you've been practicing for 3 weeks now, and it's just ready to go. But looking at our schedule, 3 of our first 4 games are against playoff teams, and Comstock's got a new coach now, so we've got to get out of the gate better than we did last year. We started 1-3, and I think that just kind of put us behind. And maybe as coaches we kind of panicked a little bit because we wanted to make sure we got to, had enough wins to get into the playoffs, and we were able to qualify at 5-4. But that's obviously, your worst case scenario. You don't want it to get to that point. So we need to get off to a better start so the kids can get some confidence. So I think that's something that we're shooting for this year. As a whole unit, we're stronger than we were last year. We do our Gatorman competition, and all of our numbers were higher. All the kids that are coming back, their bench press numbers, and they're bigger and faster and stronger. And we've got 7 kids that had experience last year that started that are returning. So I think when you can factor that in with some of our youth, it's a pretty good mesh right now.